Ever been annoyed at paying VAT on a chocolate-covered biscuit, but not a cake? Welcome to Britain, where weird taxes are a national tradition. From beards to bricks, let's count down the top 10 strangest taxes in British history. Number 10. The Milkshake Tax, 2025. Modern sugar meets vintage logic. It's not law yet, but Labour has proposed extending the UK's existing sugar tax to cover milkshakes and sweet coffees. Their goal to tackle childhood obesity. The reaction, mixed, especially after it came out that some McDonald's milkshakes wouldn't be affected, thanks to a technicality in how they're made. Number 9. The beard tax, 1535, allegedly. Your face fuzz, fork it over. King Henry VIII supposedly slapped a tax on beards. With the longer your beard, the higher the fee. But here's the twist. Historians say it's more myth than money. Still, it's a hairy tale that's stuck around for centuries. Number 8. The Bachelor Tax, 1695. Single, that'll be extra. In 1695, under King William III, Parliament passed the Marriage Duty Act, a law designed to boost church revenue and encourage population growth. But instead of offering love letters and roses, the state handed out tax bills. If you were a bachelor over the age of 25 or a childless widower, you were expected to pay extra, simply for being unmarried. That's right, single life came with a financial penalty. Number 7. The Clock and Watch Tax, 1797, when time really was money. Want to know the time? That'll cost you. In 1797, Pitt the Younger introduced a tax on all timepieces. Gold watches were the worst hit. The backlash was so strong, the tax was dropped after just a year. Turns out people really do like knowing the time. Number 6. The Hearth Tax, 1662 to 1689. Warming your home? Big mistake. After the monarchy was stored in 1660, King Charles II needed cash and fast. Wars, royal debts, and general 17th century chaos meant someone had to foot the bill. The answer? A tax on hearths, basically your fireplaces. Introduced in 1662, the Hearth Tax charged 2 shillings per hearth per year. The more fireplaces your home had, the more tax you paid, which of course hit larger households hardest, but also punished anyone just trying to stay warm in winter. And here's where it really rubbed people the wrong way. Inspectors were allowed to enter your home to count your hearths. Unsurprisingly, resentment flared. People blocked chimneys, knocked down fireplace, or just refused to open the door. Number 5. The Wallpaper Tax, 1712 to 1836. Decorate at your own risk. In 1712, the British government decided your taste in home decor was a taxable offence. Enter the Wallpaper Tax, a levy on any wallpaper that was printed, patterned, or painted. The idea was simple. If your walls looked fancy, you could afford to pay more. So manufacturers were taxed on every square yard of decorated paper they produced. That might not sound like much, but the tax increased over time, tripling by the early 1800s, and it quickly made wallpaper a luxury item. Number 4. The Dice and Playing Cards Tax, 1710 to 1960. Games nights cancelled. In 1710, the British government looked at a deck of cards and thought, we could tax that. Thus began the playing card and dice duties, excessive levies that targeted all printed playing cards and dice sold in the country. Each pack of cards had to be officially stamped to prove the tax had been paid, and not just the box, mind you. Every single card was marked. Miss a stamp or try and fake it, and you weren't just cheating at cards, you were committing a criminal offence. The tax wasn't small either. By the 18th century, it made playing cards a middle-class luxury, and it put pressure on game manufacturers and players alike. Not surprisingly, a black market of unstamped cards and illegal dice games flourished. The duty lasted a jaw-dropping 250 years, finally being abolished in 1960. Number 3. The soap tax, 1712 to 1853. Being clean was a luxury. Introduced under Queen Anne, this tax made soap so expensive that cleanliness became a class issue. Manufacturers were tightly controlled, and soap was taxed by weight. Even homemade batches were regulated. It stayed in place for over 140 years, despite growing public health concerns, until it was finally scrubbed out in the Victorian era. Number 2. The Hat Tax, 1784 to 1811. Fashion with a fee. Brought in by George III's government, this tax targeted men's hats, seen as a status symbol. The more valuable the hat, the more you paid, and all hats had to display a revenue stamp. Forgery was punishable by death, making it quite literally a matter of life and hat. Number 1. The Window Tax, 1696 to 1851. The original daylight robbery. First introduced under William III to replace a failed income tax, it charged homeowners based on window count, a crude proxy for wealth. To avoid it, people bricked up windows, leading to dark and healthy living conditions, especially in urban slums. The phrase daylight robbery may have come from this very tax, and some of those bricked windows are still visible today. From warm fires to whiskers, Britain's tax history proves one thing: if it exists, someone's tried to tax it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know which weird tax you'd be most likely to dodge.